Welcome back to Louisville Slugger Field. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. It is noon in Kentucky, and we have crossed $4.8 million. Let's get a little good energy in the room here. $4.8 million. I was talking to Ron Gallo in our last hour, and when I started doing this way back in the day, the first Giving Day I think we did was 4.2 million, and then the second one was 4.6 million. That was the whole day. And now we're just crossed the halfway point, and you can see up over my head there, Aaron, $4,823,994. Let's do a little quick housekeeping before we get going with all of our organizations in our noon hour. I want to acknowledge our sponsors who we haven't been able to mention all day long today. So here's a look at our community partners who help make Give for Good Louisville 2024 possible.
Give for Good Louisville 2024 is made possible through the support of our community partners. Our premier prize partner is the Sam Swope family. Our presenting prize partner is Churchill Downs. Our prize champions are Derby City Gaming and Hotel and William O. Alden Jr. Our prize leader is the Caesars Foundation of Floyd County. And our prize advocate is the LG&E and KU Foundation.
Hey dolls, it's your girl Shay K and it's Magic 101.3 and I'm on a quick break. So I wanted to just come over here and say, hey guys, this is a great day to be in Louisville. Happy Give for Good Day. It's all about being positive, sharing some love and, just being proud of Louisville. So I challenge you, hit their website, which is giveforgoodlouisville.org and give for good. Now I got to get back because I got a break coming up. So I'm going to throw it back to Slugger Field. You're watching the official live stream of Give for Good Louisville Day. And I gotta go. I love you guys and I appreciate you. It's your girl Shay K. Y'all know what it is. It's Magic 101.3.
DJ Shay K, thank you so much for that great message. It's funny, guys. If I showed you everything that we've got going on here, I'm actually going to grab a camera and just I'm going to give you the crisp perspective of what I see here. How about this, right? You never get this before, but in my 8th year. So here's kind of what I'm seeing. There's Aaron. He's going to be hosting our broadcast for this hour. Let's bring your mics up a little bit. There's our first guest, and we've got guests all the way over there. There's Christina Miller giving high fives over there in the corner. And we've got these confidence monitors here, and because we've been going for 5 straight hours, is your monitor working? This one's working, but that one's not working, right? So they can't see what's happening now. They have no idea what's going on. We've got a little speaker over there on the corner. Jordan's here helping from Switcher Studio. Hi, Jordan. There he is. But Jordan can't see that he's on camera now either. So, and I'm just trying to fix everything, keep things going. But the most important thing that we have going on today are these wonderful organizations, So, Aaron, I'm going to throw it back over to you this way. There he is. He's like, oh, there's me, right? And you can take it away, buddy.
All right. So we are with Andrea and Yambretta with Education First Foundation. So please tell us a little more about your organization and what you all do.
Well, Education First Foundation is a nonprofit started in Louisville, Kentucky, and our signature program is the Showcase of HBCUs. So we've been doing programming since 2006, helping kids learn about opportunities, about going to college, how to apply, what school fits for me, how to prepare for that, and even doing some community work. And this is our board member, Yambretta Stewart, who is over she's our treasurer, and she said, we're gonna do Give for Good Louisville this year. Yeah. This is our first time. So we've been out here for this year. So we're excited.
We walk in.
We're excited about your war room, Chris.
That's okay.
What a
That's
perfect
okay.
moment to join
That's okay.
Well, welcome so much to the family.
Yeah.
You enjoying it so far?
Oh, most
It's a really
definitely.
cool day in Kentuckiana, isn't it, right?
It's a school over 4.8 million, and then also to meet other nonprofits. So that it's been amazing
I was going to say, that's the whole goal, is to bring people together and raise dollars for making change and doing some good.
It is, and I'm just proud to be a Louisvillian, and what our city is doing and what this team here on the ground is doing. We're very grateful the nonprofits are, It blesses a family, it blesses an individual, We're all human, so I'm grateful. And it blesses our pets too, right? So, and all of our other causes, whatever it is, you know, it's a blessing to have this event. So thank you.
We are so thrilled to have you guys. We're going to let you get back to work, but happy Gift for Good Louisville Day.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you, all right?
All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Be back
We
in 60
appreciate you.
seconds. Aaron, don't go anywhere. You're sticking around. This is Gift for Good Louisville 2024 Live.
All right.
We're going to be right back here with Water Step in just a moment. Let's pull this off the screen. Fix that. We're live from Louisville Slugger Field. Again, my name is Chris Strubb. I am the Giving Day guy. This is the 11th annual Give for Good Louisville 2024 live. I've got Aaron Henry. He is the new Give for Good Louisville manager. You can see over my head that ticker. That is giveforgoodlouisville.org. You can see, and more importantly, be a part of that that ticker there when you make your contributions to great organizations like Water Step. And Aaron, before we kick off this conversation, let's take a look at this video that Mark cannot see but has seen many times.
Did you know every day 4,000 people die because of unsafe water, sanitation, and hygiene?
Is that can you see the
1,000
video
of those
there?
are children
that
like
screen's
me.
off, right?
Most are under the age of 5. Globally,
You can hear
unsafe
it.
water
I gotta
is
get
deadlier
headsets
than
to move.
war, and 2 billion people still don't have access to safe drinking water. Those are the numbers, those are the facts. But it doesn't have to be. Water Step is turning thirst into hope from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. They have developed programs and even manufactured technology that has saved the lives of 15 million people in 72 countries. But that's a long way from 2 billion. They're empowering people just like you to change their communities and ultimately change the world. Water Step is local and global. They're doing more than you ever thought possible. Want to help change the numbers and change the world? Find out how at waterstep.org.
And we're back. So Water Step, we're here with Mark Hogg. So
good to see you today.
good to see you. So this is very important, providing clean drinking water.
Oh, absolutely. It's the
and I
greatest
see-
problem on the planet,
yeah.
having access to safe water. More important to address that, kills more people than all war combined every day, diseases and that kind of thing. And most disease is actually promoted through unsafe water.
Yeah, and I see you have a few pieces of equipment here. Is this actually ways you're purifying water?
Yes, we work kind of in a 360-degree way, if you can imagine, from helping communities evaluate how they're getting their water, how they're transporting the water, how they're storing the water, are they treating the water, then to evaluate their communities. Do we have disinfectant in our homes, in our schools, in our clinics, in our hospitals? And then how that hygiene education comes together so that people can actually live healthier lives and thus build their community up in stronger ways.
Yeah, I was going to say a healthier community is a stronger community as well.
Absolutely, and that's, Louisville is a great and healthy community. Today's a perfect example of that with the community foundation and all the nonprofits coming together. And what we do here in Louisville at Water Step, that echoes around the world and even throughout our state and other parts of the country as we address natural disasters, because we do provide safe water solutions and disinfectant in natural disasters. And all of that is done by educating people to do that. We don't have to do it. We educate folks on that.
And I was going to say, with Give for Good Louisville, how are those dollars helping you kind of promote and push forward with your campaigns in the future?
Well, it's a great thing. You know, Give for Good, I think, does a lot for the community. We elevate each other. You know, we have good friends in nonprofits, Supplies Overseas, we Love the Hungry. You know, we're kind of this trifecta of food, health equipment, and then safe water. That all kind of goes together. So there's a lot of elements for us at WaterStep that we appreciate. I think all nonprofits probably appreciate how getting to Give for Good allows us to kind of get some things done that we maybe hadn't done. You know, let's get this ready to show. Let's get this ready to, you know, to talk about. And for WaterStep, our constituents echo in about 70 plus countries. So we have a lot of people today that are looking in and excited and being able to celebrate where we are. We're born and bred. All of our manufacturing, all of our R&D work, all of our work here done in Louisville is what goes out. And that is something that's exciting for us to show with Give for Good.
And
Mark, I see here on our cheat sheet, founder and CEO, and you've been with Give for Good Louisville now for all 11 years of our existence.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I remember the old days when we kind of gathered in a little semicircle before Give for Good. It was, hey, what's going on today? Let's get this thing going. And now it's like, wow, blowing up. And it's so exciting to see how the Louisville Community Foundation has really reverberated into so many nonprofit groups, elevating everyone. And what we love at WaterStep is just feeling a part of the community like that. You know, our work is primarily done in other parts of the world. Like I said, our disaster work, though, is a lot of that's done here in the U.S. But we want to just make sure Louisville knows that we're a part of the community in the Give for Good program.
What would you say about the generosity of the Kentuckiana community today?
It's mind-blowing, really. What I was saying earlier, for WaterStep, not only are so many donor dollars given, but so much gift-in-kind activity happens. You know, this is an example of some equipment that we designed. This is for manufacturing disinfectant on site. Disinfectant is very expensive in a lot of places in the world and hard to get. This tool, there's nothing like it. You can manufacture disinfectant on site with salt and water. Our R&D work in manufacturing is done by volunteers. GE Appliances, Louisville Water Foundation, several engineering companies, First Build, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of these folks have come together to be able to help us develop equipment like this, and then even manufacture. We had our a chlorine generator makes about 10,000 gallons of safe water a day.
Wow.
Well, we developed a new design for that. That was done by all of these folks coming in. You couldn't pay for that. It was a hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollar project. So we're not manufacturing in China. We're manufacturing it locally. And we just started turning those out a few weeks ago. That was a 2-3 year project, but all of that was done with folks in Louisville being on the team, making things happen. University of Kentucky, University of Louisville. Right now, they're working on our cart that is designed to work in disasters. We're changing some elements on that, making it a little bit easier to use and that kind of thing. But all of these people are pouring into WaterStep, and that is what, I don't know, the Community Foundation realizes what they're doing with this program. All of that is elevated today, and we're very appreciative.
You're the man. We should keep you around all day long, Mark, but I know you got lots of work to do.
I'm doing great work.
Thanks for being a great ambassador and a great communicator about the day, and for your continued support of the work that we do on this day every year. And we're happy to send folks your way. Go to giveforgoodlouisville.org, type in WaterStep. I'm going to play you out because your team was so great. You sent me a second video, so we'll end on that. But
Thank you so much.
we'll play that out, and then we'll
saving lives together today means a lot. Thank you.
keep up the great
Bless
work.
you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You're watching the 11th Annual Give for Good Louisville Live. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. And we've got the Wingfield family here, and I remember you guys. I came to visit your location many a Give for Good Louisville ago, and now we're grown up. I was so happy to see you guys submit the form and everything, and continue to be part of the Giving Day. So thanks for sticking with us. It sounds like it's been a helpful endeavor over the years as you guys continue to fundraise with Give for Good Louisville.
Yes, it really has. I think this is our 10th year. Yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive. So what is special about today, and what are you hoping to accomplish?
It's just a great way to get the whole community involved. We're actually partnering with Teed Up Golf today. We've got an event from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. so people can come out and be a part of Give for Good Louisville with us. They're donating 100% of the bay rentals, and another company, Tri-Rose Aluminum, is matching. So we're getting 200% of that, and that's all going to go towards our fundraising goal. And if it's 6 people per bay all day long, that's a lot of people you can get your organization in front of.
Our cheat sheet says to ask about what's going on with that? Where's Jordan? Jordan, can you turn that down? Sorry about that. To ask about the generational change that Spark Hope is able to build in. So what does that mean?
So I always love to tell a story about a mom that was in our program, single mom. She was the first in her family to ever go to college. Her sister ended up going to college after she saw everything she could do, and she always said that her children noticed that with every degree she got, their neighborhood got better and their house was nicer, and they saw products of her education. By the time her son graduated high school, he had enough college credit hours for an associate's degree. He now owns his own duplex, has many tenants, and has a child of his own. And what's really great is that child will never know what it means to grow up in poverty because his mom decided to go get an education and secure a better career.
Let's take a look at the video you guys sent over.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a chef when I grow up.
That's amazing. I bet you'll cook the best meals.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a teacher.
Firefighter.
You want to be a firefighter?
Yes. I want to be a nurse.
I was going to be a doctor. I want to be a famous fashion designer.
NFL football star.
I want to be a theoretical physicist.
A firefighter. An artist.
And we're back. So with Spark Hope, so you all mentioned you have an event going on today. I'm also curious, what are some of the ongoing programs that you all are running? How Give for Good Louisville is helping you fundraise for that?
Well, a big thing we do with when our clients who are going to school and working, we provide wraparound services for them. So we have a pantry, and it's on-site. It's like an on-site grocery store, all fee-free to our clients. So we have to keep that stocked all the time. And then we also offer holiday programs for our clients. So like right now we're collecting Halloween costumes. So they're all coming in, so that'll be great. And then we'll get ready to do Thanksgiving baskets, and then we'll do Christmas for them. And so we let each parent and each child, they get to tell us something they want, something they need, something to wear, and something to read. And then we'll put that out, and the community always comes out and supports us on all that. So
I was going to say that's really awesome. Just kind of provide that whole round focus in fulfilling those lives and providing that education as well.
Yeah. Well, we look at it, if they're working and going to school and trying to raise their kids, being a single parent, they don't have their dream job yet, so they're not making that much money. So the services that we can provide them allows them to stay in school and be able to get their education and then be able to get that job that they need to be a functioning part of the community.
And it's working. We have a 60% graduation rate, which is higher than the local average.
That's awesome. I was going to say that education, like you say, that moves forward, that helps build and influences the children as well. So that's just really impactful to create that growth. And
And you know, because we require our clients to work, a lot of them, they don't get government assistance. So they're ready to drop out of school because they got to go back to work to be able to put food on the table and stuff. So the services that we can provide them gives them that relief, so they can go on and finish.
I was going to say that's so important because it can be very demanding with a child and just you know, supporting themselves. So
Exactly.
it's hard trying to move forward with that education at times. So
And
having that.
Yeah, and you know, the rise of grocery prices, they save so much money from our pantry. And then even utility bills anymore, you know, that's so high. And a lot of times because our clients work, they don't, you know, they need that assistance because they don't get LIHEAP and they don't get things like that. So that's where we come in and walk beside them and help them.
Do you guys have a specific fundraising goal today?
$50,000. I think we were at 11 when we left the venue to come here. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got 12 hours left. We have matching funds all day long. We set them up from 6 a.m. till midnight. So you know, get your donation matched.
And that's a big part of the fun, of course, today on Give for Good Louisville Day, that your donations can go further through those matching funds. There's
Exactly.
golden tickets all day. I haven't even had a chance to talk about
Power
any of
hour.
this stuff all day.
The grants are rolling in.
5 straight
Just
hours.
raising money. We're on the cusp there, man. I'm watching. I'm watching.
And I know the Wingfields are going to be playing trivia tonight, too. It's
Yes,
it's
of course we are.
Yes, we are.
look forward to having you guys tonight at 7:30. Give for Good Lou live trivia. Thank you guys so much for taking the time today. It's great to see you again.
Great. Thanks for having us. We
We'll do it again
appreciate you
soon.
all.
Don't make it another 7 years before
No.
we see each other again, all right?
Absolutely not.
Give for Good Louisville Live 2024. Back in 60 seconds.
Thanks so much.
Hey, it's Chris Drubb, the Giving Day Guy, back here. Nope, not that button. There we go. So many, well, that's wrong too. Hold on one second. Let me fix this. What are we doing? Off the rails here, Aaron. It's one of those days.
I was going to say, it's an exciting and wild time. I love it.
So I'm going to hand this phone here to my buddy Jordan from Switcher Studio. And you know what that means? When Jordan gets handed a phone, that means we got something fun to show.
We got some good stuff going on.
This is Justin from the Kentucky Science Center.
Hello.
So Justin, what are we going to see today? What
Yeah, we're going to do some science. That's what we're all about. So we're located right there on Main Street in downtown Louisville, in the heart of Louisville. We're at Kentucky Science Center, and as that, we are the state science center. So we represent the entire state of Kentucky. We impact all 120 counties. We also impact 95% of Indiana counties.
Yeah.
So we do programming in locations, at schools, and our philosophy is to do science and to make that accessible to anyone, all walks of life, all ages of life. Lifelong learning, career readiness, performance, all of the above.
Justin, we love it. We know you got a lot of fans watching here as well, a lot of folks familiar with the Science Center. So let's hear what you got going on. And I also need you to forgive me in advance if I quickly interrupt you, because as you can see over my head, I got a science trick. I got a fun little trick we might pull off too.
Oh yeah, well hey, if we hit it, that'll be a big celebration for it.
So
we see it up. We'll see it up here, but yeah. So we'll do our quick experiment here. This is really fun, but we're gonna launch our toilet paper here using our Bernoulli principle. We got our leaf blower, and hopefully we'll see. We might cross it over there. You get ready. All right, here we go. This won't hurt. It won't hurt.
Let's go.
We're gonna turn it on.
Oh.
All right, that's always a lot of fun.
Wonderful was that? So
that tees up for our $5 million.
So we should have saved it for $5 million. So what is the principle there that we're learning about?
Yeah, so that was the Bernoulli principle, which is that when we have a low pressure, or basically fast-moving air, and when we have low pressure, things seem to take that pressure and move with it. So basically, as I'm moving that air really fast above the toilet paper, it creates the least path of resistance, which basically sends my toilet paper up and out of my device. And underneath, there's high pressure pushing it up, which then gives it that projectile up and out. So that's just like a taste, right, of what we do. We do that every day, and that's one of the exciting parts about my job, and one of the exciting things about the Science Center. We get to make those core memories, not just for kids, but for adults and families every single day, as well as at schools at the same time all across the state.
You know, Aaron, if they keep feeding me like they have this week in Louisville, I might need one of those toilet paper launchers next year when I come back for the 12th annual Gift for Good Louisville. I'm getting older here, man. This has got to be one of your favorite experiments to do, though.
Absolutely. I mean, and there's things like this. We have liquid nitrogen. We're doing demonstrations, experiments all the time. But we just want to see that family engaged. We want to see people getting excited about learning. That's what we're all about. And we'll drive that forward.
Your family and friends have written you on in the comments. Terry Butler. Everybody loves watching toilet paper get launched.
Of course, of course.
Terry says, yay, Justin McGaw. Natalie says, never gets old. And Julia says, science for all.
Absolutely.
Your friend Taylor is also throwing in that link, which is very important today. So why should someone go donate to the center right now?
Just $14. $14 secures a field trip spot for a student. That's all it takes, which is an amazing feat. We can go all the way up to $1,000. $1,000 gets our traveling science exhibit that travels all across the state into a library for 3 months at a time. So, I mean, we go all the way up to that. You can we fund things like our Pulse of Surgery program, where we stream open heart surgery live for students to meet with an operating room with a surgeon, talk to all sorts of people about the career paths they can go to in the medical field. It goes on and on. So this is, the next generation needs this sort of STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math that we have around us all the time, every day. And we're just excited to continue to grow that and get kids excited and families excited about the learning opportunities.
So cool. Justin, thank you so much to you and everyone at the center for all the great work that you do. We're going to give you about 60 seconds to get all that cleaned up. And, we'll get on to our next organization.
Awesome.
So,
thank you.
This is Gift for Good. Where'd you go? Gift for Good Louisville 2024 live, back in 6.
I think that's it.
Gift for Good Louisville 2024 live. Aaron, take a look over my head here. 4,994,728. Now, I am not one to guarantee things when it comes to giving days, but Amber from the ACLU, I'm going to personally guarantee here that before we're done chatting with you, I'm going to yell to the room here, and not just because I see Deja Jackson there as well. $5 million is imminent.
We're gonna make it happen.
We got
while
about
I'm on here.
$2,500 here. So, Aaron, take it away for the moment, and let's hear more about the ACLU of Kentucky.
So tell us a little bit about the organization and what your goals are, and how Gift for Good Louisville is helping you achieve that.
Sure. So the ACLU of Kentucky is an organization that is dedicated to protecting and expanding folks' constitutional rights. We are a statewide organization, but we're actually headquartered just a couple blocks down from where we are. So Louisville is our home. $5 million!
Louisville is our home, $5 million! Let's keep it rolling, Kentuckiana.
We did. People heard ACLU of Kentucky, and they just
that was it.
They started to donate.
That was it.
So we work to protect and expand people's constitutional rights and freedoms. So we do a lot of really hard work. Folks may see us in the news around our legal work, which we are able through the generosity of donors to provide our legal services for free. We also do a lot of advocacy work, both at the state and local level, and then also in Frankfurt. So people see our policy strategists out working in the Kentucky General Assembly, and then we also do public education work as well. I will say that one thing that folks don't necessarily know about us, we're part of a federated organization. So we are an affiliate of the National ACLU, but Give for Good Louisville is something that is so important to us because even though we are an affiliate and we get some, support from our national organization, we are an independent C3 and C4 organization operating here in Kentucky. And so we really depend on the donations that we get from individuals, donations that will come in through Give for Good Louisville today in order to provide the services and do the programming that we do. You ask about our goals for the day.
Yeah.
So we have a dollar amount goal of $70,000, which I think that we are pretty close to.
Yeah.
But we also are really wanting to expand our base, and so we have a big goal. We've got a match if we unlock it. If we have 300 individual donors today, we will unlock some extra funds. So we're working hard. We're excited for that.
I was going to say, that is our goal, is to smash through barriers and raise some dollars for good.
Yes.
It's really exciting. Really glad to hear that you're very close to that. I'd love to learn a little more about some programs and things like that, and what are your plans in the future?
Sure. So, one of the things, of course, we're, we have our eyes on the election that's happening in a few weeks. And so something that's a new flex for the ACLU of Kentucky, we have had volunteers who have been out canvassing, knocking on doors, making sure that people know that we have an election that's coming up, making sure that they have a plan to vote, and talking to them about reproductive freedom issues. We've been talking to them about criminal legal reform issues, and then also hearing information about what they are interested in to help inform our programming. Our legal program has a pretty extensive docket right now, but two cases that I'll mention. We have been fighting for the rights of trans kids in order to be able to receive gender-affirming care. And so that's a case we filed last summer. But one of the things about the ACLU, we're approaching our 70th anniversary next year in 2025. We'll be celebrating that. But the fights that we get involved in are things that we have to be in for the long haul. So again, folks' sustained support allows us to take on big cases like this particular challenge to a ban for gender-affirming care. So that's something that's going on. And then also of interest to folks in Louisville, we still have a case that's active that we filed back in 2020, and that is to protect people's free speech rights. We represent some of the protesters who were out in the street calling for justice for Breonna Taylor. And a lot of those folks had their rights violated. And so we still have a lawsuit that's active all these years later in order to protect those rights here in our city.
I was going to say freedom and being able to, share your voice, that's very important.
It is.
So your work is crucial. Really, really appreciate everything that you all are doing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Amber, thank you so much for coming down. Thanks for helping us celebrate $5 million.
$5 million. I know. You gotta have me on every hour, maybe.
Yeah. We bring Amber on $1 million.
There we go. Yes.
We love it. Amber, thanks you so much for coming in, more importantly, for the great work that you do.
Thanks.
You can donate to the ACLU of Kentucky at giveforgoodlouisville.org until midnight tonight. Give for Good Louisville 2024. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thanks, Amber.
Great. Thank you all.
So the clock right now says that it's 12:41 p.m. in Kentucky, but at this moment, it is Deja Jackson o'clock. This young woman is a spark plug. She is just a roaming ball of energy. It lightened the entire Louisville Slugger field here when she entered the room. And so,
wow.
Aaron,
That's the greatest compliment I've ever received.
I was gonna say, what a setup.
yeah, good luck following that, Aaron. We just introduced Aaron. This is Deja. Deja, this is Aaron.
Nice
So
to meet
Aaron
you.
is, I would say the newest employee at CFL, but with the velocity of hiring that's been happening at CFL, maybe not anymore.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, that's the great thing, just growth within the foundation. So it's an exciting time to be on board and learning and growing.
You know, Deja left CFL and they decided they needed to hire 50 people to fill her shoes. That's really what happened. So, Deja, before we start talking about your organizations, you used to work at CFL?
I did, yes. I used to work at CFL. Sometime in the pandemic, I left to do political things, and now I'm at Family Scholar House, and I've been here for about a year and a half.
So cool to be able to make that maneuver from, the foundation side to the organization side. What's that been like?
So it's been amazing because, especially for like Gift for Good days and things like that, I'm able to be an advocate in my organization and in the other organizations that I'm a board member for to talk about why this day is important and what it does for our community.
And so you're not naive about, the nature and the importance of Gift for Good Louisville.
Right.
Let's talk about how important this day is to your organization now.
Yeah, so Family Scholar House is here. We are trying to break the cycle of poverty through education. A lot of people think that we only help single moms because we have a residential program that does help single parents, but we do so much more to try and break that cycle of poverty by giving resources and wraparound support to anyone who's trying to continue their education, and even some people who are not trying to continue their education. We just want to make sure that everybody is successful in their community.
And I was going to say, so what are some of the programs kind of coming up and what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, so we're going through a major growth experience. We've been growing a lot basically since the pandemic. So we are building 4 new campuses, one in Elizabethtown, one in Sellersburg, Indiana, one here in Louisville, and then one in Houston, Texas. So that's how big and expansive our reach is. We actually served 85,000, a little bit over 85,000 individuals in 34 different states last year.
That's incredible. What are your plans for today? What are your goals for Gift for Good Louisville?
Yeah, so our goal is 40,000. The last time I checked, we were a little over 26,000. So it's really, really important that we get to that 40,000 so we can help more families, help more people as we're trying to break the cycle of poverty.
Yeah, that's super important. I'm kind of curious, do you have any kind of events coming up specifically, and what are your plans there?
Yes. So honestly, we are about 2.5 weeks away from our first Wine, Women, and Shoes in Elizabethtown. A lot of people know about our Wine, Women, and Shoes in Louisville. That's usually in March, but we actually have done such a great job over the last 10 years that they were like, can you do another? So we were like, yes. So that, of course, will benefit the Elizabethtown Community and Technical College and the Family Scholar House that we're building there. And then actually a month later, we're having an event in Sellersburg for that campus as well. So we're really, really busy.
I was going to say, busy is good.
Yeah.
Changing lives, impacting people. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to think what are some other goals in the future, I guess?
So we have some regional coordinators all throughout throughout the nation. So we have a couple in Florida, we have one in, of course, Texas, we have some throughout the state here, so like Frankfort and Lexington and E-Town, and so really just to honestly help more people and break that cycle of poverty kind of everywhere. So we have an affiliate program that has about 14 affiliates also throughout the nation who are replicating our services to their community. So yeah, really just to be bigger and better.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and people need that support nowadays.
Yeah.
We all need to work together because we all struggle at times.
And those wraparound supports really help people because a lot of times when people drop out of school, it's not because of the schoolwork or anything like that. It is all about life. Life happens, your tire, breaks, or your car breaks down, or you lose childcare, and then you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? And so we come in and we really help because we're able to fix that, whereas the person is probably in kind of a panic mode, before they just shut down. So
that's the thing. Life can just kind of happen, and everything changes, and so just having that extra hand to help you up.
That's right. That's right.
Is so
that's
important.
right. Yeah.
Deja, if this wasn't clear, the last thing I want to do is play you off of the stage here right now. We've got CFL team members here. I see Ramona's here wanting to come cheer. Ramona, come on, come give Deja a hug. There you go. Ramona,
It's so glad. I'm glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you.
I'm glad to see that you're on this side of the work too, helping people be their very best selves.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yes.
So everyone, right now, give Family Scholar House.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't it so great to see her back in this role like this? So well deserving. Deja Jackson from the Family Scholar House, thank you so much for being here. And you are welcome at Louisville Slugger Field with us anytime. Hopefully we'll see you for the 12th annual, okay? Back in 60 seconds.
Okay.
So Aaron, moments ago, crossed $5 million. That was great news, but I've got even better news for you. We are not out of lunch options. They did not eat all the lunch while we're sitting here. So we've got a few more minutes, a couple more great organizations to chat with here. And I believe we have Alonzo.
Yep.
We got Alonzo from Redline Performing Arts, and Alonzo sent me over a video. So let's play that real quick. So Alonzo, what are we looking at here as we play this video?
Yeah, so you're seeing footage and photos from some of Redline's productions. We serve particularly West Louisville and downtown Louisville in providing arts. And so our vision is arts everywhere, arts for all. And so we are a theater production company, but also a community organization working to better our arts community here in Louisville. So you're seeing a lot of the artists that we've been able to work with over the last few years. We're in our 7th year this year. We're entering our 7th year. And I'm proud to say this year we have doubled our amount that we've paid out for local artists this past year in 2024. And so we hope to continue doing that work moving forward. Yeah.
So Alonzo, we just spoke with Family Scholar House. They've been part of the Giving Day for 11 years. This is your first
very first
Give for Good Louisville.
Yep.
Thanks for joining the team here.
Thank you all for having us.
And thanks for being here at Louisville Slugger Field. You having fun so far? It's been a cool day,
It's been great. It's a very cool experience. Love the energy. It's been exciting. It's been a really good time. So thank you all.
And I was going to say, I've actually seen a few performances.
Really?
I believe you've worked with Melnor Marketplace.
We have, yeah. We used to do a lot of performances there. Yeah.
So, it's a great platform for all ages, really.
Yep.
So it's really exciting to kind of see you all and being able to have you on, just create those opportunities and that expression.
Thank you.
For individuals.
Thank you.
What are some of your plans kind of moving forward, and how is Give for Good Louisville kind of helping you all extend that out?
Yeah, so one of the things that we want to do is, our ultimate goal is we want to make theater free. So we want people to be able to come to every single one of our productions free of charge eventually. That's a long-term goal for us. And so we want to increase our donor base, and so I think this is a great opportunity to do that. One of the ways that we've already increased paying out artists is we have resident artists, And so it's about 12 people who we call on to do those events like Mail in Our Marketplace and those kind of things, looking for paid opportunities in Louisville. We have a production actually of The Color Purple coming up, which we're partnering with Actors Theater of Louisville. So it'll be at Actors Theater of Louisville November 15th through the 24th. We just started rehearsal last week for that.
That's awesome.
So we try to partner with a lot of organizations, Pandora Productions. We also this year opened up our rehearsal space to other organizations to use. And so we actually welcomed the Unknown Project with their show, Broken Wings Still Fly. We had Smoked Apple Players. We host Keen Dance Theater as well in our venue. And so collaborating with those organizations is also a reason we're here today.
And I mean, that's the whole goal of Gift for Good Louisville. It's bringing these organizations and businesses together to raise dollars, as well as just work together as a community to create new opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I'm proud to say, we have worked with over 250 artists who are right here in Louisville doing professional level quality theater. And most of them are Black and brown artists. Most of them are Black women. So even this year, our theme has been a tribute to Black women because we wanted to make space in theater to say that like Black women have a space outside of stereotypical roles that a Black woman would typically play on stage. And so you can see a Black woman as a princess. You can see a Black woman as the love interest. And so that's been really exciting this year.
It's so great to hear. I know you were just watching in the audience, so to speak, with Deja and Ramona, and you just name dropped it. You didn't say her by name, but Hannah Drake with the Unknown Project is an individual who has really transformed my whole life, to be honest with you. I mean, if you know Hannah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think we want to expose that there are 50, 75, 200 Hannah Drakes in Louisville who don't necessarily have the platform, who don't have the name value, but out here doing really, really great work. And so we're really proud of those women and the work that they're doing for sure.
Love that. Let me get you out on this. Just talk about the importance of that diversity in theater. Is it mostly a more? It's funny you got Chris and Aaron, the two white straight guys here on camera with you, but like, is it primarily more of a white-dominated industry?
It is, yeah. And I mean, I think oftentimes it's looked at from a white lens. Often we actually call Broadway the Great White Way, and so what we are doing is not just putting people of color on stage, but also telling their stories because that's what's missing. It's one thing to say, okay, you can have this Black person in this stereotypically white role, but now it's saying we can tell our stories as well. That our stories are not monolith, that we fall in love, we get married, we have divorces, all of the things that we want to do. And so we started off the year with a great show called Single Black Female, where Black women felt like this was a space in theater that is not typically for them, that they felt welcome and that we created space for them. And so it's shows like that we want to make sure that we're telling those stories. Now, we also claim to be the most diverse theater company in Louisville, and so we don't only serve Black and brown artists, but we are Black led. So the majority of our board is made up of Black women. Listen, they keep me in line. And so we're really proud of the work that we are doing for that group of people. But yeah, we want to make theater as diverse as it possibly can be.
But that representation is so important nowadays. So providing that platform is crucial.
It is. And our goal is not just to set the bar, but we want to be the bar, that other theater companies in Louisville would follow suit for the work that we do, and that it's not unique to Redline. And so I'm proud of our directors. We have a team of 5 amazing directors. We have a great board of directors who work very hard to make sure that we are advocating for the artists that we serve every single day. And so I'm really proud of that work.
Alonzo, we could sit and chat all day long.
I'm
sorry that we got to cut things short. But you know how it works in the
theater
business, right?
I already know.
We're running a pretty tight show here.
Yeah, it's still showbiz at the end of the day, right?
It is. We want to say thank you again so much for the great work that you do.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
And you're going to have to introduce me to those other 75 Hannah Drakes out there, too.
Absolutely. We got you.
Don't go anywhere. Back in 60 seconds with one more group here to close out our 12 p.m. hour. This is Gift for Good Louisville 2024 Live.
Thank you, guys.
All right, you're back live with the Giving Day Guy here live from Louisville Slugger Field. I'm Chris Strubb here with Aaron, the new Give for Good Louisville manager, and the last but definitely not least, I can't even read the name of the organization without tearing up a little bit. Little Orphans Kitten Rescue is going to help us close out 5 consecutive hours of live streaming here from Louisville Slugger Field. So, Aaron, take it away.
Yeah. So please tell us about your organization, what you all kind of provide, events, and how Give for Good Louisville is helping you achieve that.
So Little Orphans Kitten Rescue is a foster-based rescue that specializes in caring for orphaned neonatal kittens. So kittens that are under 6 weeks of age, have no mother that cares for them, and require being bottle fed. And so we will get kittens in as soon as the day they're born. So for example, if the mother cat for whatever reason rejects the baby, we'll take care of that kitten. We will provide the veterinary care that the kitten needs. We'll bottle feed it around the clock, getting up in the middle of the night, just like a human baby. And when they're old enough, we give them vaccines, we deworm them, we get them spayed and neutered, and we also get them microchipped.
I was going to say that's really important, just kind of focusing on their health and development. I guess I'm kind of curious, what are your goals for today? What are you wanting to raise?
Specifically, we set a goal of $3,500. And it may not seem the largest goal, but opportunities like Give for Good Louisville are really a major fundraiser for us. Like Nancy said, we're a small organization. All of the funds that we raise go to supporting and taking care of the kittens and the fosters that really have such a vital part of caring for them. And I think also just the opportunities like this for this interview to just get our name out there. Anybody interested in helping kittens, just to be aware that there's opportunities to help out, whether fostering, donating, volunteering. It's all very important, and we appreciate all the help and all of the support that we can get.
Yeah, I was going to say this is another thing. It's the awareness, right? So that's what we really strive for, is getting your all's name out there. People don't know. Now they're going to know. And just making sure, there are the opportunities to join in, to volunteer and help these little kittens in need. What are some plans in the future? Do you all have programs that you'd like to kind of initiate?
So we are in the process of really expanding the number of kittens that we can take in. In order to do that, we really have to recruit foster volunteers. So we've set a goal for doubling the number of fosters that we have. And because fostering does require a lot of work, it takes a special person willing to take care of kittens. So that's one of our goals.
I was going to say, definitely having that time to dedicate as well is very important.
If I could add on the fostering, I just want to note that we want everyone to find fostering to be a rewarding experience. So for anyone who might be intimidated at the idea of taking care of like a newborn or a very young kitten, we do have opportunities where maybe if taking care of that intensive care of a kitten, the baby kitten doesn't work, they can maybe foster the older kittens, which could ease up the burden on our other fosters who are taking care of the babies. So there's really a lot of opportunities, and we're really happy to work with anyone who's interested on what might work for them.
And we do provide a lot of training, hands-on training, as well as some online training, so you're not alone.
I was going to say that's really helpful too, providing that education-based support. Yeah, I was going to say that's a great way to learn and then also get involved, and not just spending dollars, but also volunteering is so important. Time and money, that's our goal, to help support both animals as well as humans. So trying to think. in addition.
I know, Aaron. It's a long day. So we have been on this live stream since 8 a.m. Without a break. So I apologize if we either of us is coming off a little bit loopy. But it's that kind of day, you know. Like we're all trying to give everything that we can.
It's so important, and it's getting.
It is super duper important. So we really do want to say thank you guys for coming down.
Sure.
And as I told I told the Cat Cafe folks before, if it was up to me, we would be streaming from your location, and you know,
right,
all
and
day.
have kittens in hand.
Yeah.
We actually partner. We're one of the partners with Lucky Cat Cafe.
Oh,
So some of our kittens are up for adoption at Lucky Cat. In fact, one of our kittens, Waffles, is at Lucky Cat Cafe right now. So she's looking for her forever
Did you see the costume before?
No.
I was
no.
gonna say it was a couple hours ago.
Oh, was it really a couple hours ago?
Yeah, right.
It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
It all runs together. We know. You've had a long
But I was
time.
going to say, that's very important to know
Yes.
that you all are working together.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing that.
Sure. Part of our goal is to, one of the reasons we got started back in 2011 was to help reduce the rates of euthanasia at area shelters, and also to provide people who find kittens with somebody to take them to who would care for them. So we work with Louisville Metro. They will call us if they get kittens in who need to be bottle fed. And if we've got fosters available, we'll take them, which eases the burden on other shelters and rescues. We partner with Lucky Cat and surrounding shelters as well, like Oldham County. Anderson County, we get quite a few babies from Anderson County. We get people transporting kittens to us from all over the state. So, yeah, we really want to reduce the need to euthanize really, healthy, beautiful kittens by taking care of them and finding them forever homes.
It's such critically important work. So thank you guys for the special work that you do. We really appreciate you being here. And we want to encourage everyone to go to giveforgoodlouisville.org right now, type in Little Orphans Kitten Rescue, and make a donation, which I will go do myself here as soon as we turn off this live stream. So thank you ladies for being here. Really appreciate it, and best of luck today.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we'll see you at Trivia tonight, 7:30, Facebook Live.
Nice.
Win one of 4 $1,000 prizes.
All right.
With me, live from Louisville Slugger Field. Aaron, that's going to be a wrap for our 12 p.m. broadcast and our opening chunk of live streams today. You can see over my head 5,196,200, and there it goes. Nice problem to have when the number changes while you're reading it. I am going to go crawl into a dark corner for about a half hour and reset my brain for the rest of this wonderful Gift for Good Louisville Day. It's just not as easy at 39 as it was at 31, was it? I'll be a live streamer for the rest of my life.
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
We had a foster who did a little video. Do we have that?
Let me see if I have a video from you guys. Well, so I don't have that video ready to play, unfortunately, but I will find it, or you'll send it to me, and I will play it at the start of our next live broadcast. How about that? So, thank you guys for the great work that you do. We'll be back soon. See you at 2 o'clock with Harrison. This is Gift for Good Louisville Live. Any pressing final last words?
I was gonna say, donate.
Let's eat.
Let's go. Yeah.
Donate and let's eat.